Hello, everybody.
Facebook go crazy. They're like, heart.
It's not Facebook, it's Explore.
It's Explore.
It's a different.
But they do post it on Facebook.
Oh, they do?
God bless you. Had it.
Oh. Because, boy, they were brutal the day she was delivering.
They were all playing armchair quarterback.
Mic is on.
All hilarious.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Susie. You getting comfy? Is that the way you're gonna go? Over there? You wanna get up and go over there?
Hi, Pop Rescue. Let's see, funny stories. I have one from, well, actually two from Friday. The reason why I didn't do Barn Talk on Friday was because apparently pardon me, I'm taller than Carlene. That's annoying. And I don't know how to do knots like Carlene. Thank you. It's like hitting my head. Watson is actually outside with Carlene, wandering around. So yeah, the clock in the feed room had stopped at 1:45, and so I saw that it was 1:45, and I went out and I was bebopping around doing stuff, and then I happened to look at the clock in that's on Puppy Hill, and it said it was like 5:03, and I was like, I can't believe that clock stopped again, meaning the one on Puppy Hill. And it was actually that one was correct. It was the one that was in the feed room that had stopped. So that's why I didn't do Barn Talk on Friday. But and another funny it's kind of a gross story from Friday, but it was funny in hindsight. When I was in the feed room during the day, I could smell something dead, and I don't know, I could smell something dead, and I was just couldn't find anything in the feed room, and time went by, and I went and I was looking for something, a bucket or something and so I went up into the hay loft to go look for a bucket, and as soon as I got up into the nice warm hay loft, I could tell that was where the dead thing was, and I went right to where there was a one of the rat snap traps, and there was a rat, and it was nice and warm, and it had been dead for a few days, so it was not a pretty sight, and so I came back down and I went looking for another bucket and the bags and everything, then the poop pickers to scoop it up, and the smell just stayed with me the whole time, and I was like freaking myself out, and I was almost dry heaving, and I just couldn't even handle it, and so what I did was I slathered some nice smelly lotion under my nose, and I took a can of Lysol and walked up the stairs, and I just spraying, and I could picture that the thing was just going to explode when I touched it, but it was very anticlimactic. It just I just picked it up and put it in the bucket, and it was fine, and I was spraying Lysol everywhere, but I psyched myself out so bad that I thought it was going to hurl, but I was good. It was all good. I did it. So, and my funny story from today was I was in the laundry building with I cleaned out the kennels, and then I was cleaning out the two chickens that are in there. There's two very kennels that we have, the two injured chickens, and they're not injured anymore. They're fine now, but they're still in the very kennels. But anyways, to go nuts, and I was like, why is she freaking out? And I turned a laundry basket over, and I stood on it, and I was like, went to go reach in there to grab her, and she was almost running away, trying to get away from me. I'm like, that's not like her. She's not like that at all. She's very friendly. And I'm like, what is she doing? And I was like, I turn, and then I see her. She lays an egg. I'm like, I watched an egg get laid right there, right there. It was like, that's a first for me. I get a lot of firsts here. So I got to see an egg get laid. And then as soon as she had laid the egg, she looked at me, and she like came right over and got on my hand and came right out. But she was pretty frantic. So that was a new experience. But anyways, yes, Misha was all puppy. Yes, she was. She looks good. Looks good, and she'll snap right back once she's done. Once she's done nursing, and she'll snap right back into her normal look.
Good girl, Misha.
The puppies were all good. They were all.
Come on.
Hi, Mara. I'm
Trying to think of who I
Hi,
had
I'm
a
with Pam Paul here today.
nice.
Great.
Okay.
I had a nice snuggle with Asher today.
Well,
He was a good boy.
She'll be right back.
Snuggled with him for a little while.
She said to me to meet her.
He's one of my favorites.
Okay. You know she
I know I say that about everybody, but he's definitely one of my favorites.
Oh. I know where that is. I walked past it.
All right. No, I'm just gonna go upstairs. You're not going upstairs, are you? No, okay. No. Too much coffee today.
I'm just scrolling back, looking at different comments back here. Yep, no, Bello has not been neutered yet. He's just a teenager, so he's interested in anybody. So, but we are going to start neutering that litter soon. I don't know when. We have some dates set up for neutering that litter, so they should be fine. Just right. How do we choose the bitches that we breed from? That's not a question that I can answer. That's if you want to ask that at either Trainer Talk or Mail Call. Trainer Talk is at 4:45 and Mail Call is at 5. Because I know it's mostly they go by the looks of the dog and the temperament, and if it's a dog that's not related to half the population here. But yeah, so we'll have Carlene can tell you better, definitely, or Meg. So Craft here. I have not spent a lot of time with them. I was during the birth. I was here for a couple hours. I saw two of the. I saw the last two born, and then I spent a little bit of time the next day. Just somebody wanted to. Somebody had been sitting with them and wanted to go run to the restroom or take a little break from it, so I sat in there for a little while, like like an hour. So, but so I haven't spent a lot of time with them yet, but I don't know. Hayden and Watson are doing okay. Watson is probably, I don't know if Watson's been in the house or if he's been relegated to the condos now that there's puppies here, but he seems to be doing all right. And Hayden's well. Hayden's got a little bit of a belly issue right now, but we're taking care of that, so he's just not feeling very well. He's acting fine, but he's just he's got the squirts. So sorry. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, we're taking care of that. So he's on the mend. So. But and I don't. So we had Pockets roaming free. Yeah, I know you saw that. There was a picture down here earlier. Pockets was roaming free, and then the trash truck came to pick up our dumpster, and Pockets was over near behind the dumpster, and I think the truck kind of like herded her over that way, and I think she freaked out enough she actually jumped back into the Donkey Hill area over the fence, right over the fence, right back into her area. I mean, we had let her out to roam, but she jumped it back in. So we know she can jump out, but she hasn't. And now she's jumped back in. So, and when Pockets was roaming free, Mo was just beside herself. She wanted to be out free. And then they put Pockets back, and Janine took Lincoln out. So Lincoln was, and she was running, Lincoln around the pond, and Mo was going crazy. She just wanted to be out. And then finally they did let her out. But yeah, it was crazy. Mo just wants to be out roaming, so.
That door shut? Is that door shut? Please shut the door. There we go. We got the door shut.
Good catch.
Hi.
Okay, now we gotta change the stairs. Quick!
All right.
Hop! There we go.
All right. Well, I was just about to ask if anybody had any more questions, because it's just about time for me to go. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby boy. Hi, sweetie.
All the things away. Oh, jeez. Okay. I can have a stool. You want a stool? There you go.
Yeah.
Look out, Mutt.
Look out, baby girl.
You gotta get out of the way.
Oh, I'm just shutting down anyways in a minute if there's no more questions. Is there any more questions? Let's see. How many puppies do we have at the moment? Well, we have
What's a puppy?
12 littles. We have 7 that were born December 15th, 4 that was born December 25th. And that's all and then Watson, who was born right around the same time as these guys. And then
12.
Yeah, so that's 12 of that age-ish. And then we have 7 8-month-olds. We've got 4 9 bordering on 10-month-olds. And then the rest are about a year and a half. I don't know how many are left. Probably 7 or 8 of them. Actually, one just left. One of the 8-month-olds just left. So Pearl went bye-bye today with her new friend. Went to live with Debbie. So I'll miss her. She was one of my favorites. So if you did the math of all the ones that I just calculated, there's probably around 20 or 30. I don't even know. We usually have like is this it? see. So that's 8. No, those are all the training ones. So between 20 and 30 puppies. But some of those puppies are a year and a half. Whoa, they're rambunctious. Go take a nap. I find that they get really rambunctious when they're about to fall asleep. Because he's been out roaming with Carlene, or they both have. So, and then they get really like mouthy and they just lay there together and they bitey face, and then they'll just sack out. They just fall asleep. Did Mindy attachment to Carlene just happen? I don't know that. I don't know that answer. I would ask that at mail call. I'm not sure. Why did Pearl not work out as a service dog, Nana? She was actually very timid. With us, with me, she was fine. But like it took me 2 weeks of working with her constantly to be able to like get me to be able to put a leash on her willingly. But not everybody could do it. Like, you know, Meg would have to come along and do it, and it was, you know, she'd have a hard time with it. You know, and then Liv would try to do it, and it was, you know, with me it was all right because I did it constantly because that's what I have time for that. I'm always in the barn. I'm always with them. So, let's see, it was Gussie's lot that was born on December 15th. They're actually, it takes me a while, but then once I get them down, they're easy. They're pretty distinct looking. The Harls are the easiest for me to tell apart. The Mantles are the hardest. But then once I got them down there, they're pretty easy. Sometimes I just like, at this age, like all her siblings, I have to like look at them for a second and figure out which Mantle's which. But I get them.
Hey.
Are you guys having fun? Watson, don't attack her.
Oh, she's antagonizing them.
Oh, I know. Cool.
The spays and neuters are going to be starting any moment. When do we have a date for when they're getting spayed and neutered? Like
Yes.
just this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this week they're starting. We've got two coming up this week. Maybe even tomorrow or Wednesday.
The 20th. Thursday?
Oh, Thursday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. So
Yeah, it's like, I think Harper and Bello, maybe?
no, I think it's Charlotte and Thor.
Oh, Charlotte and Thor.
Yeah, I think they're the
Okay.
first two.
Yeah, it's on that calendar.
Yeah. Well, of course, that could possibly change. That always changes.
That is true.
So,
Yep, that is true. And at this point, with everything we have going on, they'll probably
Yeah.
recover over in the guest house or something.
yeah, probably. Jess,
Misty,
you just said that we must spend a fortune on dog food. We would spend a fortune on dog food if Purina didn't donate all that food to us. So this is what we feed. Purina Pro Plan. We have a container, like a shipping container. We have and Purina actually donates all of our dry food and our wet food to us. So we're very grateful for that. So yeah, so that's a big load off of our bank account, and we don't have to worry about that here. So
What are we doing?
someone said that we must spend a fortune on dog food, but then I said that we don't have to because of Purina. So
No.
I know. I know. Good. Have it. Go lie down. Hey! She's a good girl.
All right, if there's no more questions,
That's a good dog.
I'm gonna get out of here today.
Go, no, go away.
What a good boy. What a nice boy he is.
Good girl.
Nice.
Good girl. Lie down.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Get up there.
I will wave at you tomorrow morning, and I'll talk to you again on Wednesday.